Do your research. Like I said, before you study up on these clowns, this cornball industry, do your research. Y'all don't even know who King Chip is. Y'all don't even know who Chip the Ripper is. But have you heard Higher by Kid Cudi and Chip the Ripper? Have you heard I Am What You Made, God? By King Chip and Kid Cudi? Have you heard the Game album with Trey Songz featuring King Chip? Have you heard my mixtape / album Guys and Kings featuring King Chip? What about the Soulja Boys? That actually some real shit, some real shit. Soulja Boy, he came up in the game when he invented the industry. He invented that YouTube industry. He invented that way. He was the first artist to ever be on YouTube. This is history. To ever put a music video.
I know that's your boy, but I mean, like, come on, like, Soulja's a lot like Keef as far as, like,
now, I know. Let me get to that. Now, when I talk about Soulja, he does a lot musically. That's genius. He produced his first album by himself. He didn't have any producers work on it. He did his own music videos. He did his own dance moves. He broke through the internet by himself. For that, I fuck with him from a nigga that came from dirt. Keef, like, I don't have no problem with Keef. You acting like I got a problem with Keef. Keef got a problem with himself. You see that? You see how I flipped the world on his head? Keef got a problem with himself. He can't look at himself in the mirror and be comfortable. He can't go outside and walk to McDonald's and be comfortable. You can't go to the mailbox and feel comfortable. You got to stay in the house. Because the world, he see his reflection by how the world reflect on him, how the world's affected by him. So, like, all that negative energy he spews in his music, no positive light, like how Bob Marley was doing, there's no good energy. At least Soulja Boy has some good energy, good feeling songs. Now he's, I don't really want to get deep into what's going on with Soulja. He talked about killing himself last year, but there's more to that story. I know Soulja. I'm older than him. I give him advice. I've given him advice. I've given Keef advice. They've given me advice. You know what I'm saying? Because they in positions that I wasn't in. But, Soulja, he's a good dude, man, and he would be open-armed to you even if you walked into the room and he didn't even know you. That's the difference between him and Keef. Soulja is comfortable in his skin and can go wherever he wants to go. He can go to fucking Russia. He can go to Brazil. He can go to Australia. He's got stamps in his passport. He has work visas, bro. He has businesses. He has endorsement deals. He has sponsorships. He don't have to work a day in his life ever again. These niggas wish they could be Soulja. Do you get that? Chief Keef wishes he could be Soulja Boy. He don't even got the fucking balls to be that. He can't produce his own music like Soulja did. When Keef tried to produce his own shit, that's when niggas be like, Keef fell off. Because them beats is whack. At least Soulja Boy got Drake rapping on this shit and asking me how much he should sell his beats to Lil Wayne.
Have you heard about Glo Gang's newest signee? Like, he was coming to Soulja already?
I've not heard any sign. All the signees, bro, are fans, bro. You know what?
No. I mean, I know what you're saying, but Rocaine's from Detroit. He's had his own little following for a minute.
Rocaine, I think I've seen the name maybe, but I'm not familiar. Fill me in on who he is. Who is that guy?
He's a rapper from Detroit, but I mean, I get he's not that
big.
Is he
big? Is he big or what?
Yeah, I mean, he came from the mud too, similar to Soulja as far as, like, he didn't have anybody behind him, and he started getting, like, millions of views on videos and stuff. Like, she's from the streets. You know what I'm saying? He's a hood dude.
Right on. Well, yeah, I mean, that's all good and gravy. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, a lot of people beef with Soulja. I mean, like I said, a lot of people hated Jesus because he walked on water, maybe. Because he had a real following. You know what I'm saying? Like Soulja's fans are Chief Keef's fans as well. You know what I'm saying? Like Soulja invented that style, bro. That whole style. And I mean, I just feel like Soulja needs to go back to original him. You know, he was starting to do that when I was around him when he made King Soulja 4. You know what I'm saying? When he made that shit, that was some amazing shit on there. I mean, the verse he put on my song with him, he's doing some lyrical shit, and he not writing none of this. That's where I got my no writing from. That's where I got the, okay, let's work, let's do the song, make a video, and work. Soulja works his fucking ass off, bro. Fuck the bullshit. Soulja Boy works his fucking ass off. He needs more credit. He doesn't need a record label. When I told him that, because he did this shit basically without a record label to begin with, producing his own shit. He can record his own shit. All he needs is a studio. You know, I mean, that's one thing that I respect about everyone. I love all my brothers. I love all my people. I love everyone in the industry, even if they cross me. I still got love for you, B. You just not knowing what you did. You know, I should forgive you, but I'll never forget. It's hard to, I can forgive, but it's hard to forget. Like Future said. You know, I'm not going to lie. Chief Keef Finally Rich album was hot. It was some dope shit. And before that, it was hot. But what's going on now is the real question. You know, what are you doing for Chicago? And what is Chicago doing for you? What are you doing for Chicago or any black people around you, period? And what are they doing for you? Okay, they're killing other people in Chicago for you. They're robbing other people in Chicago because of your glorifying of bullshit music, and people are not smart, bro. We live in a 95% of fanned-out ass world where people are bombarded by media and graphics and brands and music that's hard to fucking listen to. I can't even understand words niggas saying their music, bro. What happened to Nas? What happened to DMX? What happened to Wu-Tang? What happened to R. Kelly? What happened to, you know what I'm saying? Like, what happened to the real shit? What happened to Busta Rhymes? What happened to Missy Elliott and Timbaland and Aaliyah? What happened to Genuine? What happened to Mariah Carey? What happened to Gucci? You know, what's going on here, man? We need real music back. You know, corn sells, my nigga. That Chief Keef shit sells. A lot of people like popcorn, but there's no nutrients in it. It's all starch, baby. It's no nutrients. So I know the world's starving. Their brains and souls are starving for that new life of Pablo. They starving for Get Rich or Die Trying too. They starving for Another Reasonable Doubt by Hov. They starving for High Def, Gods and Kings 2, featuring all them people I've already mentioned. They starving for a liberal arts school that'll teach them what high schools don't mention. They starving for a real nigga to teach you a real life lesson. They starving artists that in turn get discredited and disregarded. Real starving artists that work in Hollywood do not get paid like they probably should. And that's why you got Chirac out by Spike Lee. That's why you got a white man playing Michael Jackson. That's why you got the Oscars so white right now. That's why you got all this Black Lives Matter, all this shit. All lives matter. The human race matters. You hear me? The human race matters.
I hear you. I agree with that too, yeah.
Money don't matter. Money don't make you rich. I see a lot of people that's rich, but they can't live with themselves. They're scared to come outside and go back to their own homes. You know, a lot of these artists move in different distant houses and start kissing up on each other behind closed doors and start wearing suits and start doing weird things and getting weird tattoos all over their body that have no meaning, just to cover up that facade and that mirage. They don't like their skin that they in, so they got to cover it with something else that means nothing to them. I'm biblical, man. I'm the gospel. I'm going to give you that. I'm God's vessel. I gave my life to God. Once you do that, you're going to have everything in the world given to you, because life is about abundance. Everything in life is abundant. You just got to find you got to find your way. You got to find your vibe. You got to find your passion. You got to have passion. You got to be having passion. Because if you have no passion, then like Tupac said, you got to use your light within you as a positive light. Because even in the Bible, it say a positive light will be rewarded amongst gods and kings and goddesses and queens.